Before you watch the video, we got a giveaway coming up on the next video. So make sure you hit the notification bell, man. Make sure you're subscribed, man, so you can get that giveaway. All right, let's hit it. All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Tackle Tuesday, man, episode 7. I know it's been a little minute, but you know, your boy had another addition to the family. So we've been taking care of Big Boy for the last few months. So that's been absolutely awesome. Today I want to talk about swim jigs, man. Everything you need to know about swim jigs and where to throw them. I'm gonna go over my favorite setup, as well as a few tips and tactics to help you guys catch more fish with it. Just a little damage that happened today. You want to try to keep this rod and reel setup super simple, man. A good medium heavy, and please make sure it's not like a lighter medium heavy. And you guys, if you know, you know. All medium heavies are not created equal. I got a medium heavy. I like the faster tip that it provides, as well as this medium heavy in particular I'm about to talk about has a better backbone or more backbone. I didn't want to go heavy. Some heavies are like broomsticks. I didn't want to go too heavy. Again, I like the fast tip that this medium heavy offers, as well as the backbone it has. So this one right here in particular is the Lew's Mach 2. Got that at Dick's Sporting Goods, man. Great little combo setup. It's a 7-foot medium heavy power, 10 to 20 pound line is what it can handle. And that's another thing, when you picking that kind of rod, watch what line it tells you that it can handle. And I'm only saying that once you start going to bigger line, you're talking about bigger baits, heavier baits. And once you guys are swinging for the fence, it should be able to take. Nevertheless, 7.51 gear ratio reel. I'm throwing this on 17 pound line. I know some guys who run 15. I know some guys who run 20. It's all in how you feel, man. If you're feeling, fishing heavy vegetation, by all means, ante up that line. Like I said, I'm fishing 17, you can go up to 20, and you'll still do just fine catching that fish. So there's a bunch of different companies out there that make swim jigs. This one in particular that I'm showing you guys, this is by 6th Sense, in their bluegill pattern. I normally stick with bluegill, like a shad pattern, man. Those two are normally my main two that I go with. Both work extremely well. It depends on the type of situation. Like today I'm fishing an overcast day, so I chose a bluegill, kind of a little darker, kind of stands out a little more in that water. Slight bit of stain today, but again, not too bad, and still got some success out of today's fishing activity. All right, so the number one thing that I'm looking for in a good swim jig is the head shape. I wanted something that has like a little narrower head shape, so it can kind of cut through vegetation or cover. That's a key thing for me. Not saying you got to have crazy detail with super fancy colors and got the eyes looking beautiful. Not saying that's absolutely what matters, because like I said, normally I'm fishing this in grass beds, or like I said, or around cover. These fish are going to get a glimpse and attack. Okay. Another thing that makes a swim jig really good to me is the hand tie skirt. I know you guys, it's kind of hard to see in there. My apologies, but a hand tie skirt is absolutely key to me as well. I don't like the rubber ones. It also goes with my spinnerbaits, that's a whole nother topic. But I like hand tie, man, and you can buy some craft wire, I believe it is. You can hand tie your swim jigs back on if the rubber eventually, because it's going to decay or go bad, then you come back with no skirt on your bait, and you don't want to deal with that. So I like a hand tied skirt. Again, you can buy some craft wire and make it happen. Now the weed guard. Now the weed guard doesn't have to be like crazy thick or anything like that. I like one that's pretty easy to bend. Like I said, I like using a little stiffer rod just to help me get the hook set. Dealing with a little thicker hook, so I definitely like 17 pound line with a little heavier rod. You don't want a super stiff weed guard that feels like you're pushing a damn popsicle stick on top of the bait. Now as far as trailers, now this is not set in stone rule, but this trailer here is by Rage Tail. This is actually some people put on a Texas rig, but again, you just want something that has some little kicking tails. Again, some people use crawl style baits. That one, like I said, from Rage, I think it's a Rage Bug or Creature Bug. I've done swim baits on the back of it. It's all up to you and your preference, man. It's just something that I'm trying out. Like I said, today I had a little overcast day, so I wanted a little darker profile, so I was trying that out. But otherwise, if it's super sunny out, I'll use, like I said, a white color, put a little swim bait on the back, something that attracts those fish, or something that they'll see a lot easier, especially if it's sunny out. But that's really the setup, man. And the main thing I focus on when it's time to actually fish that bait is sparse grass, or like I said, little vegetation, stuff like that you'll see a little, little bait fish near, especially like around like trees, things like that too sometimes. But mainly for me, it's been big grass beds, swimming that jig through there, getting key bite. If you got any kind of wind, any kind of current, make sure that bait is going with the wind or with the current, so you're presenting it properly to the fish that are sitting and waiting to ambush. Which leads me to how to even fish the bait, man. I don't know how I forgot to put this in the video, but somehow, some way, here we are. So like I mentioned previously, I'm usually targeting grass flats or grass beds, things like that, or yes, you can fish this around trees, not get me wrong. But the best way I found to retrieve it is a simple, normal pace retrieve, okay? Nothing crazy fast, but the only thing that I like to add to it is additional pops to the bait, okay? Keeping that bait moving. This is really a cat and mouse game. Instead of just a steady retrieve, those few extra pops here and there, especially if, you get hung up on a little bit of grass, a grass patch or something like that, pop that bait up out of there, give it a little quick little rip. 9 times 10, you get a bite right after that rip. So changing up your cadence with those quick pops or a quick reel back to your steady pace, quick little changes makes those bass react and bite baits a lot more. But it's about to get dark on me, man. I gotta get up out of here. I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Give this video a like. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys want to know anything else, any other baits, any other combos that you might want to have a question on. Let me know. I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. You guys take care, man. Make sure you're a subscriber. I got giveaways coming up. You guys take care. We out.